What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixbutters here, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. When we left off, we reached the end of the game. Or so you would think. I mean, we pretty much did reach the end. We got a couple endings.
We did.
Numerous ones after, finally getting through the game on our own. Understanding the fact that I switched everything up a little bit by all the stuff that I did, because I've looked it up a little bit. When we did our U-turns, we happened to run into the Stranger as our first princess, which changes things a little bit. It turns, apparently, the shifting mound a little bit and makes them more philosophical and actually make a little bit more sense, ironically. But, of course, we had the three-headed princess, which is not normal typically when you play the game. But, of course, we do outlandish things here. But might as well keep with that going. Now, there are a couple more endings that we can get to, which we might as well do from this one while we're here.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the ones you can pick up from, we'll go ahead and do right now, because we got to this point here.
Oh, yeah, we were going to sit with them.
Where I decided to take, a not so fun route by going ahead and I was like, I gotta slay them because that's gonna get it done. But now, let's go ahead and have a seat, my princess.
Says.
Now let's explore. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did. Explore usually lets you, go through things over and over. So I'm sorry for what I did.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. That means a lot.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been. Even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are. And neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah. We really are the same.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
We don't think there's a way for us to leave. But maybe there doesn't have to be an ending.
Nah, it's a game. That's kind of how it works.
The way it all works seems to be based on you. If you believe
Whoa,
we can
that
do
was almost like a direct response.
Well, then I'll never end the game.
So believe that we can put it all back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget. Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want? Why wouldn't it be what we want? Especially if it brings him back? We can't keep going without a nemesis.
'Cause I know that's like indirect response to, and it's also an indirect response. Most of these are indirect response now. I don't want to forget you, princess.
We don't want to forget you either, but that's what we would have to do.
No.
A single tear forms in one eye and slides down their cheek. Sorry,
Oh.
couldn't help myself.
I don't think we ever really forget, anyway. There's always something that draws us back together. Some buried memory that both of us treasure.
Would you think it'd do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you believe we can give them more time, then we can give them more time. It's all up to you.
Yeah. Don't underestimate the power of our thoughts. You've seen what they can do. You haven't even seen the half of it.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we can choose to do it all again. We'll always be able to start over, if that's what all of us want.
If we were talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't. We can't know something like that. But we're choosing to do it now. And maybe we'll just keep doing it again and again forever. It's almost comforting to know we can keep meeting each other over and over again.
Yeah, that's a big one. How do you know that things won't just end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
That's okay. We have to be able to trust that whatever choices we make, they're the right choices. Maybe we'll continue the loop of forgetting and restarting forever. Or maybe we'll decide, at some point, that it's time for things to end.
How can we trust ourselves? Our memories will be gone and we'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different.
When we first met each other in the long quiet, there was something inside of us. Something we couldn't recognize or understand. And we can't say we fully understand it now. A warmth when we look at you. The kind you don't realize you're missing until it's come back. Every time we hurt each other, every time something awful happened, it was still there, undercutting the pain on the surface with a constant, soothing glow. That warmth is never going to go away, and that's why we believe in you.
That's just kind of almost we haven't we've done that one before. I think this isn't fair. I don't want to be alone again. I think we did that though. Is there any other way?
I don't remember that.
Our options are limited to what that knife offers us. Either we use it to put things back, or you kill us. We're sure you can figure out which one we'd prefer. But we don't want to influence you. We're sure you'll do what you think is best. If it's time for it to be over, it's time for it to be over. As much as we might want a few more precious lifetimes with you.
Really? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
There's no turning back now. You came down here with the knife, which means the knife has to get used. Or there wouldn't have been any meaning to taking it. And this place is all about meaning. But if that's what you want, you can always hope that the next you will want that too. But there's only one way to give him that choice.
Yeah. We're already here, and we've already brought the blade, and nobody wanted to throw it out the window. We can't just go back now. One way or another, we'll have to see this through. There's your third beat. Hey, you're right. There it is. Can't say it's very funny, though.
This isn't fair.
You'll be back here again, sooner than you think. And then we'll part ways again, and find each other, and part ways, and find each other. It's like we're never really alone.
Alone.
Because even the time we spend apart is time spent chasing these moments of reunion. And they're all the sweeter for the isolation in between, don't you think?
That's beautiful. You've really grown a heart, haven't you?
Call me the smitten.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Okay. Then let's do it. I believe in us, and we'll agree to our plan.
Okay. If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. Speak for yourself. Maybe I'll see you too. Maybe I won't. They take the blade from our hand and stare fondly into our eyes.
Oh.
I love you.
We love you too. Everything is going to be okay.
Ugh.
Hey, chapter 1.
Hey.
But now what I'm looking for right now.
Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods.
He's back.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
But the
And in the
I
basement
don't
of
think
that cabin is a princess.
I don't think this is done yet because the fast forward button is not lit up, which it should be if this is actually a loop.
You're here to slay her. If you
Or
don't,
if it went back.
it will be the end of the world.
Or am I being fucked with? I hate how this game fucks with me because I thought that was gonna. I thought. You know, dude. I don't know how this is gonna work because I want to
Yeah.
go. Because there's another thing we need to do, but I've got to go way back.
You sure you don't want to see what kind of voice
Well, this is
We
chapter
might-
1, so we shouldn't have a voice. But
we have before?
What are you talking? It's just it didn't matter because it's a repeat. So okay, that was just showing that it's looping again. Yeah, in chapter 1s you don't get voices. You're by yourself. Chapter 2 is where a voice comes in because you made your decision on, you know.
I'm just
like,
so used to
where.
the loop being where we get a voice, not necessarily the chapter.
Yeah, it's about getting the chapter 2 loop. It's a fucking crazy game, man.
Got it.
But there we go. I was so confused for a moment there. But all right, back to the main menu because now for this last one that we can really do under a circumstance, I've got to go back to this old one. I think we've got it. Is this where we had to go through? Because I won't kill you, but I won't let you free because we need to get the voices and stuff going.
Yeah.
Whatever you're trying to.
There we go. Which hero are you? Okay. Where's everyone else?
Still where there's
This
still
thing
a
we
piece
dissolved the
of
thing.
it.
It's time.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
And then we go this way, and now all of this
And here we are.
right
I'd
back
say,
at it
look,
again.
that'd be nice.
We've got the Contrarian. Let's go.
Yep.
Wait, I want to talk because
Yeah.
all the things we've done before. And this just the three of us. And it's gonna keep his narrator really gone. Wait, I kind of sad to see him go. Me too. He was really a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with. But now
Yeah,
back.
it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
All right.
Going without the blade now?
We do need to go without the blade, but I'm gonna save it just in case because I would like to throw it out the window.
Oh, of course.
I would like to throw it out the window, please. I would like to go back to the game, please. Thank you.
There we go.
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. So now you've gone. Besides, there's the.
Throw it out the window.
You actually did it. I know I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways. It's like you've finally left the nest.
Oh my
Thank you.
Yeah, just like that it's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it. There's your third beat. Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny.
Thank you. Thank you. Enter the basement.
Those winding stairs again.
Oh,
No,
now
yeah.
it's all.
okay. You can come down.
Won't bite this time.
She
Yep,
doesn't-
it's all. Fast forward buttons there, so it's
Forward we
all
go.
normal.
Yep.
We shouldn't keep. That was easy compared to last time. Yeah, that wasn't so.
So you didn't bring
All
a
right.
knife.
Okay, here we go.
After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Well, I'll just go sit. Hello. Oh, okay. So good to finally see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about. I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Oh.
Hmm.
I was gonna ask which princess are you?
Yeah.
Like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others. Yes. That feels right to us.
You are the amalgamation of us fracturing the entire universe by
Yep.
non-stop turning around.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
No.
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides,
Even all the
I
stabs
don't
on our
think
chest.
fairness
Yeah.
has much to do with anything.
What if we just, go?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Take their hand in yours. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. We just walk through that cabin door as we are. Just you and me. Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We know everything out there. We don't know this. I want this. It doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Are you two gonna be okay alone?
Yeah.
Not alone. We have each other.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm sure we'll find the others.
Well, let's go. Leave with the princess. You lead and the princess follows, and together, you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts.
Yeah.
Why is she giving me the stank face over there, over your shoulder? There's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this. Yet, they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Oh.
You already know I love you.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once. But we're more ready than we're not.
Oh.
We left together to live our own lives in a mystery. But we're choosing for ourselves. And not
Yeah.
for gods and goddesses of death and
our
life and
other
destruction.
voices
and-
aren't with us.
Yes, we get some privacy for once.
They're just hanging out in the basement.
They're hanging out in the basement alone forever. Okay. Well, that is about everything that we can do from that. Those are all like the big. Those are the main endings of the game, essentially. Slightly different because we picked a strange princess to be, but because we didn't pick that to begin with. There are other ones that we kind of just fucked up.
Yeah.
By being contrarians. But we're gonna go find them again because
Ooh.
the
ones that we didn't get before because we just refused to go.
and then a few other things. But to do that, now I think we can just hit new game and start from the beginning of everything because it looks like it carries over stuff a little bit because we can't just pick one of those and then loop around again because it takes you right back to the menu. So we should be safe to hit a new game button and start back where it all began, the hero and the princess.
Back from scratch.
Now we know the story, and the game is smart enough that it keeps the fast forward button up there. Now there is something that I got incredibly close to doing, but we made one mistake.
What?
We're going to silently continue on to the cabin, not say a word to our friend here.
Huh.
You make your way up the shore. Warning, she will lie. We're not
Don't
gonna
believe
ignore it.
it, or proceed to the cabin. I'm gonna go in here. We're not gonna say a word. Not gonna say
Interior
anything.
of the cabin.
We're just gonna go over here. We're gonna take the blade, enter the basement. Just continue down the stairs, not do a
saying
single
anything.
thing, which I did before, but there was one mistake that we made. Steal your nerves and step forward, not saying anything. Slay the princess. And then this whole thing. Of course she's dead. All right. And then we're gonna leave. Did I do it wrong? Take the knife.
This is.
Okay, as soon as possible, and then exit the cabin.
Oh, you're checking something?
Because I have a guide to try and do the.
Yeah.
Not even get a better ending for saving the world. This isn't it. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing in the past. No, it's the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Right.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or
Did I do
months
something wrong?
or years
Did I
or
do
anything
even decades. It's all a wonderful.
No, if-
or-
We've gotten this before.
We're not just gonna stay here forever.
Well, we didn't ever say that we were okay with this.
But that's not what this is supposed to be. How do I get the heck
do.
us out of here?
But you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right.
Okay.
It's the only way out.
I mean,
Do you
this
hear
is-
that?
We already did
He wants to
this.
take this
Well,
happiness
let's,
away from you.
is
He
not
wants
what's-
this wonderful place to end.
Yeah,
you
so
not
we've
go-
anything to get the hell out of here.
Thank you.
But,
I made this happy little place for you. Fine.
Go down
Whatever.
there.
The princess's body is
This is-
dust and bones.
this
so
is
the blade you used
weird.
to slay her is still as pristine as the day you
'Cause-
first held it.
Because you unless I can't do it yet, because there's an ending that you're supposed to be able to get by just taking the knife, don't say anything, slay as soon as possible, and then leave. It's supposed to be a thing that
Huh.
we can. Hold the hold.
Is it because you were skipping?
I don't think that should cause anything, but I quit the game by accident instead of going to the main menu. Everything. Hold on, people. I'm so thrown off.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I gotta keep them entertained. The game will be up and oh god, it's
Keep
all
people
it's
again?
all gone wrong. Everything's awful.
Again?
Again.
I don't know if I have
Oh
a good enough joke.
God.
I don't know. If
Thanks, walkthrough. You're immediately bad at what you do. You lied to me. Because it didn't even give us the thing. Because the other thing is that, like, where we went wrong before is that, where it talks about, like, the knife, and we took the knife back. We
Mhm.
actually messed up by doing that. From getting this ending, it stopped us. That stopped us from getting the end.
Huh.
We need to put it on our regular. I'm a freedom. All right. Jesus.
I just came up with a joke,
Oh yeah, hit me
like
with it.
literally just now, in the panic of trying to put a pun together.
Well, you better tell me.
It's not great because it's like rushed,
You're on a path.
Oh, it's fine.
You're here
Hit
to
me.
but it's definitely not my best work. But what do stuffed animals take to get to work?
You make your way
what?
up, a warning.
A
She will-
taxidermy.
we're not gonna go- Ignore him.
Oh my god.
I just came up with that.
All right, but yeah, you enter the cabin during chapter 1, slay the princess without saying a word.
The interior of the cabin is
Or
almost
investigating her
entirely
corpse.
bare. The air is stale and musty,
And
the floor and walls
then-
are pink. The blade is your.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the
I'm just
blade
gonna
from
take
the
it,
table.
and we're gonna save the world. All right, we're just gonna
Uh-huh.
do it.
The door to the basement creaks
Creaks open.
Reveal her
Yep,
voice.
the whole thing.
Who's there?
Who's that? Don't
She
don't
said, "Don't let the
don't
fool-"
talk to me like that. Just go down the stairs.
Yeah,
You're
don't
still
do
listening
the
to reason.
fast forward. Just
I'll make sure they don't do anything wrong here.
You walk down. She's so focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerves, because that's the only wordless thing. Steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward.
Oh,
Yep, I get. Time to
which
go up
I'm
in the bed.
probably chained up in this. So you should.
She's unarmed.
Let's slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a
Immediately.
moment's hesitation. You feel flesh.
Dig it into her
easily-
chest.
Oh, this
Oh
is it.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
it, isn't it?
I'm almost embarrassed. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lay, but it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago.
Yeah. Arrogant look all
Is
over her
it
face.
over?
Is it really over? I mean, I'm trying to figure. I'm a throw just for. I feel like I've done everything correct so far. Because say the princess without saying a word.
uh-huh.
Uh,
Done.
Or investigating her corpse, which is where we made this where you like investigated and took
Yeah.
the knife out. I thought that's where things went wrong there.
Yeah.
But and we picked of course she is last time, and that's where it went wrong, but that seems like the most logical one to
Because the trick up
Jeez.
her sleeve thing was checking it. Wasn't
maybe
it?
I'll say of course not, that was way too
It's
easy.
Over.
So we don't get
We
all
should
worked
make
up.
sure. What's that? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? I've told you everything.
Everything there is. You're right, she's dead. It didn't give us this option. I
Huh.
swear. You're right, she's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
It's over. It's over, Anakin.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would
Okay,
be for that day.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Did we do it?
Only...
Okay, maybe this
a
is part
world
of
saved
everything.
from- What? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Okay.
Don't
Be
worry.
safe here. Everyone's happy. You'll be happy. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I'll believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
I stay forever. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. Of course, I like it here,
Really?
okay?
Yeah.
well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
No. I like it
More
here.
Happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Oh, I love that.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
No. He's
The
onto
little
something.
Voices, please fall on deaf ears. Eventually, you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Huh.
The good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
Oh my god!
We got the good ending, baby.
Look at the dead princess.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So I was close to it. It was just, it's a really confusing way to reach something you would think is a good ending.
Does that
but
mean that her hair is brown?
I suppose canonically that would be correct.
I always imagine it as blonde.
I guess I also think the same because since it was not shaded and it was light,
Yeah.
you would think like blonde or silver or something like that. Your song, Eternal Bliss. Yay, you did it! I'm gonna go to the main menu. And now we're gonna get that going again. Because now we got that out of the way and we can go into some stuff. And now I've gotta go through a couple things here.
You're on
So
a path in the woods.
I
At the end of that path,
I hear you
is a
loud and
cabin.
clear, Chief. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do for some of this,
Uh-huh.
because there are some that you actually have to go through one to get the other. Like, you actually have to bypass some to reach a different version of them. Which we're going to, because I'm just going to follow this thing to a T before I get confused, because it is a mess of a guide here to try and reach everything. Let's go ahead and do what we did long ago. Let's just this again skip to wait. Yeah, take the blade. Just
Yeah.
gonna go down the stairs, just steal your nerves, Slayer, and be like, you know what? I'm not sure. I'm
Skip off of there.
I'm gonna check for a pulse.
We haven't done this yet. Don't skip.
I know, but unfortunately he won't talk at first. But lean down, place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
We definitely won't if you keep talking.
Shut up!
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Whoa.
Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
Must be the wind.
I guess
Oh.
I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
I
You collapse
love
to the
this
ground
one.
As, as you fall, she falls with you, exhausted.
An
Princess.
eye for an
Eye for an eye.
you
See you
around.
around.
Was so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
Or did I do
And
this
you
backwards, actually? No, I did that backwards.
I was gonna say we've gotten
God
the
damn it.
razor.
Well, we need to get the Spectre, is what I guess I need to refuse. Okay, but I can actually just load up from right here. But I'm like, of course
Yes,
she's dead. You know, it's
exactly.
over. Go do
It's
this
over.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Because now I've got to do
Put
this
that
part where I'm refusing to leave, and I go back and
Yeah.
kill ourselves. Because that's where she is. The
Yep.
bullshit. Let me out of here.
This is what's best for everyone.
Hi there. Helena, do you have any idea how to get us out of here?
I do. The blade. I can. He's right. Do you hear? Do you
All
not?
right, so we got to follow this. Now I'm back on. Now I'm back on things. Anything to get the hell out of
I
here.
made
Yeah.
this
Now let's
happy
go
little
down
fire.
there.
The princess's
Now we've got
body
this
is
whole
dust and
thing.
bo- You pick up the blade
And then we die.
Stab your the
Perfect. Nice knowing you. Goodbye. And now we've got.
It wasn't the
Spectre
hell out of here. It was getting out of this hell, which is very different.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
under the
In the
basement.
basement of that cabin, you're here.
There's a
Princess.
princess.
All right, and let's proceed to the cabin because I've got to figure out how exactly
Oh,
I'm gonna do
warning.
this.
She will
Before?
love- she
Okay,
won't.
okay.
Mm, yeah,
Proceed to
voice of the
cabin.
cold.
Okay.
The interior.
Ah,
the
Spooky.
no, love the place. Love what you've done with the place. I don't think it matters. If you don't let her out, you'll proceed to the next act. So we just kind of got to do what we did before.
Mm.
I'll take the blade.
You take the.
Enter the basement, and see the spooky little ghost.
The room. Nobody as much. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Go on down. Hi
This is the sound of
there.
Okay. It's just before you have a chance to finish
Oh.
your two deep set eyes and
What
I
a
like
cute-
this one.
I do. What a cutie patootie.
She is really cute.
I don't care.
Oh.
A ghost. How terrifying.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers.
Love it. You love to see it.
Her touch is cold.
It's
and
nice to see you
ethereal,
again, man.
Formless. So she has a body.
You know what? This
All right.
this makes sense because isn't Polly your favorite from Monster Prom?
Polly's
and she's
one
the
of my favorites.
ghost.
Polly and Zoe. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
The ghost and the eldritch being were your favorite.
I think we wait to see how things play out, but let's go ahead and try and see what happens if we try. And at this point, I'm gonna start fucking save scumming and shit. So, God, just in case I fuck something up, because that's my luck. Let's try and slay her this time.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like
Yeah.
slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Naughty, naughty. Huh.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Well, you don't gotta say that to me now. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, don't do that again, honey.
Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Yes. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slayed. Well, I'm trying to think of what. Slay the princess harder.
Oh.
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
Hey now.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. Together.
I
Yeah.
remember.
All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
And one of you did.
Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like that one though.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened, and yet it didn't. We're fine.
Huh. Did you miss?
Did you miss? Fire! Miss. I'm not afraid of you. I am afraid of you, actually. I take that statement back.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
Fascinating.
A horrific splintering,
Ouch.
the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
I was gonna say.
Slay the princess!
You swing your blade towards
Damn
her
you!
briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from
No, we
the
got
Oh,
her.
hey! Let's go!
but it's too little.
Oh.
In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps, unsettling.
Can you imagine seeing that?
Oh my God.
Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
Yeah, bye.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark. And you die.
How romantic.
Oh man, so wonderful. It's like the bit in Red vs. Blue where the guy is, it's like, and then she beat him to death with his own skull. I don't think it's physically possible. That's exactly what he was saying when he was being beaten to death with his own
Oh
skull.
my God.
This doesn't seem physically possible.
Here we
Oh
go again.
dear.
Off to slay her
So this,
again.
Oh.
so this is the Wraith.
Ooh.
No longer a specter. And oh boy, if we walked into something bad, I think.
Oh.
That's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again.
They
She
cheated,
kills us
hey!
as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
She kills us as a goddamn
She
ghost.
gives us a goddamn ghost. We start again.
Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Ah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Okay, so you've already been here. twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that?
Because you locked me in.
You decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Whatever you say, Burger King.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy.
Yeah.
Were you happy?
No.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
It's all your fault.
It was boring. It was bullshit. So you killed yourself.
Yes. Next question.
And then she killed us.
Yep.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
And why should we? All you're going to do is lock us away forever again.
What?
I'm allergic
I
to
won't do that.
to
Cobwebs.
spider webs.
Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him.
Cobwebs are like
the other
abandoned
webs?
spider webs. These don't look abandoned to me.
Yeah. We've killed her and been killed by her. Neither of those things have gone well for us. We're going to fall through the soup forever eventually. We're going to let her out. Might as well do it.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Sure it does.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Oh god.
Oh, man. What happens if we don't do the cabin? That's another
But
option.
she finds a way out on her own. Ugh, of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
About that.
Oh, let's proceed to the cabin.
Continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
It's so spooky. I
The
love
more
it.
he talks,
Yeah.
the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Like an egg. Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given
There's
up?
obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice.
Damn.
Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
I love to hear it.
Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and
Yeah,
dark,
don't like that.
A single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance.
Well.
Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Hey, there's a mirror in my
The only
way.
furniture
Yeah.
of notice. That's strange.
Oh.
What's strange? Is it the mirror?
No, there's no mirror. There's no table.
Great.
Oh,
What
god
else
damn
has been
it,
taken away
game.
from us?
What?
It did. I watched it skip away immediately.
Oh.
That's
His whole.
What doesn't it mean? What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here aside from the curtains. It's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Fucking controller.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Maybe you need a new controller.
I might. This thing is old.
It's
and falling
very
apart.
old.
Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of that hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
I wouldn't know. There's a mirror in my way.
Yeah.
Way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
Oh.
What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do.
That's what I'd do too.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
You're lying to me.
He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
Here we
clean.
go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer?
Ooh.
Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Uh-oh.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with a terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
We haven't seen our feet
I thought
before.
maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over.
Is this
and
how I
over.
expected to see our legs
Yeah.
in this
Even After I
scenario?
ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well,
Ugh.
maybe a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Ooh.
Ouch.
You get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Look, Raven, now I killed you and you killed me. Water under the bridge, right?
And you think that's even? How adorable.
But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Oh boy, I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Hurt me. Twice even. And I'm not letting you do it again. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her
Ugh.
torso
Hello.
stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Hi.
You sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
It's been a very painful experience.
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Thanks.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision
Ugh.
fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Ooh,
Whoa.
fancy.
Whoa.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
You kind of broke our foot.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ugh.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
The-
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes
Splintered
an
ankle.
excruciating step towards the
pretty
cabin
bad.
door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Damn. Throw your body into the abyss.
Man.
You want to save?
I'll save.
Yeah.
I'll throw it over top of that one because I don't need it. Into the abyss we go!
In a single moment of overwhelming
Just like the knife.
power, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body.
Rebellion!
One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away. You
Ugh.
throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. A thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that.
What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh? And why is that? He's gone. But
Well, about that.
Oh.
Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Well, grabby hands are back.
She sounds like Roxanne Wolf,
Yeah, a little bit.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
From Security Breach.
Yeah, that's where she takes the hand and all
gone.
that fun stuff.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I just
I'm
approached the
begging you,
mirror.
don't do this.
I got nothing else I can do. Ignore him. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
You love
It's gonna
saying that.
Do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards.
Huh?
You have to look.
Watch the cold tells it like it is.
Yeah. As you reach forward, the gum of the mirror, man, it's time for you to see what's in it.
Whoa.
It's you. Cool. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh yeah, I've seen the cabin.
Oh, this is gonna be
We're at the
interesting.
cabin. Hey there.
This is gonna be a sight,
Something
yeah.
finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Just holding the spine.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
She's with the many grabby hands.
Yeah.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A bird
Can you
man?
imagine this being the first version of this being that we see?
Oh man.
This visual?
I'd be like, what the fuck? Solitary. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connection.
She likes metaphors.
A dim
Yeah.
and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I think she's said these things. I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans.
Reduce the shallow creature. You
Yeah.
love saying that one. You know, narrator.
You-
Yep. That's all. That's all. No. Fast forward. Let's get out of here.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone.
Some tears.
There are some tears.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's all pretty much the same. You know what? Sometimes we experiment. Sometimes we bawl. Sometimes I go
What are
back
you
over
doing?
here. And sometimes you attack the entity.
Oh.
Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Destroy your
Destroy
body.
it. Take my soul. You raise your will to the end of your life.
To end your life.
To end your life. But as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we
yeah,
are.
yeah.
There is no exit.
The vessel!
This vessel bring me more perspectives.
Ah, now what? Oh,
The
man.
way she talks here also reminds me of another FNAF character, Baby from Sister Location.
That's pretty fair. But I'm gonna let you do this to me.
Then we will be here forever.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just
so
like
this
that
is all
wispy
this.
sounding voice,
Yeah.
you know?
All right. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything's like you died. Our favorite. And then we're right back to
You know what's
square
funny?
one. Huh?
In this
You're
perspective,
on a path in the woods.
Yep. Just
At
ignore
the
him.
end of that
she
path is a cabin.
So just ignore him. You can go on ahead.
And in
she
the
said
basement
that
of cabin
she always says
is
that
a princess.
oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay. She always says how she is, telling me to tell you to remember her.
Yeah.
I know in other ones before it's either like neutral or whatever, but like or like sad cuz especially the damsel
Yeah.
is like, "Oh, remember." She's like, "Remember me" and all that.
Yeah.
But this one, she's probably like, "Remember me, bitch."
Oh, you're gonna fucking remember me. I'm coming back for your ass.
There is no love behind that "remember me."
No. Well, you know what? We are going to find what other princesses lie for us in the future next time.
Just how many are there? How many more? How many did we not get?
A lot, because there's 2 that we technically we got like actually collected and saw through to entirety. 5 princesses. We missed 2, and there's like
Didn't you say like
18 or 20
18 or
of, I think.
how? Like
All the decisions we make, they have a purpose behind them.
How is that possible?
It's great, and we're gonna find more.
I am excited.
Same. Yeah.